Navy blue numbers, navy blue pants, and navy blue helmets. Valdosta State, they're all whites with the black numbers and the black hats. Choctaws 2-3 on the season, 1-2 in the conference, coming off a victory by Shorter, 30-14. 2 weeks ago, they had an open week last week. Tremaine Jackson, in his second year as head coach of the Blazers, 10-7 in his 2 years. They are 5-1 this season, 2-1 in the Gulf South Conference. Their only loss last week to Delta State, 49-25, a game in which the Blazers made Delta State make a lot of mistakes in that game, but only got 3 points off of all the turnovers they created. Good matchup today between these two squads, Mississippi College and Valdosta State, two longtime members of the Gulf South Conference. The series record, this will be the 23rd game between the two programs. Choctaws have won 9, Valdosta State's won 12, and there has been one infernal tie in this series. So here we go, the kickoff, and we are underway from Clinton. And this is going to be returnable from the 10-yard line. And out to the 25-yard line goes Xavier Williams.
Kylan Andrus with the tackle.
And already a little chipper action from some of the Choctaw players on special teams. That's one of the keys to victory. It sounds simple, but it's something they really have to focus on. They got to keep their cool on special teams. The Choctaws have had a lot of unsportsmanlike penalties this season, and most of them have come on special teams.
And that's something that, as a special teams unit, you have to work on. It's an emotional part of the game, just flying downfield to go make a hit, but you have to level yourself just as soon as that play is over.
Sammy Edwards, the junior from St. Augustine, Florida, has completed nearly 70% of his passes for nearly 1,900 yards. And on the first play, he will hand it off, and a running play only to the 28-yard line for Jamon Wilson, a junior from Clemens, Georgia. Second down 6 coming up for the Blazers. Up front for Valdosta State. I'll give you the full lineups here in just a moment. Second down and 6. 2 receivers to either side. Toss left side is caught, and the Choctaw defender is there to wrestle down Council Allen, the wide receiver. Starting lineup for Valdosta State. Left tackle Stephen Morrow, Jordan Taylor at left guard, Michael Murata the center, Daniel Morales at right guard, Devin Hannon at right tackle. The receivers are Council Allen and Ted Hurst. Isaiah Flowers, Eric Watts are the running backs. We also saw Wilson start this game, and Sammy Edwards is the quarterback. Third down 3 now for the Blazers from their own 32-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right side. Choctaws looking like they want to come with some pressure, and here it comes. Pass far side is caught. Receiver to the 40, 45, and down to the 50-yard line, and that's a first down pickup for Valdosta State as Xavier Williams makes the catch, and with the runner is that Wilson. I believe that was 34. Wilson, I beg your pardon, and it's going to be a first down pickup to the midfield stripe.
Yeah, really nice job by the exterior parts of this Valdosta State O-line to pick up the edge blitz and let the running back escape into the flat for the first down.
From the 50-yard line, they'll hand it off, and the Choctaw defenders get him at the 45 and limit him to a 5-yard gain. Up front defensively for Mississippi College, the starters for MC, Deshaun Washington, Jalen Gibson, and Scott Burton on the line. The linebackers are Braden Ziegler, Jason Betts, and Zach Hammond. The corners are Jacoby Graves and Braxton Hall. And the safeties are Grant Watts, David Brown, and Nick Grady. This is the best secondary in the Gulf South Conference. They'll get a real test here today. Second down 5 for Valdosta State. Pitch coming near side. It's Council Allen trying to shake his man, and he can't. He's going to be stood up for no gain along the near sideline at the 45-yard line, and that's Grant Watts.
Grady had him absolutely contained coming off the edge, and Watts was able to finish the job.
Good job there by the Choctaw defensive duo, and it's third down 5 for Valdosta State. Just underway, no score in the game. This is a team that really does convert the ball well on third downs. They're at 51% on the season. Choctaws allowing 35%. 3rd and 5, lined against the Choctaw 40 here for the Blazers. 2 in the backfield, Gillen and Wilson. Edwards from the shotgun sends Wilson in motion. He's going to look to pass left. Pass is caught, but short of the line to gain for the first down. Great coverage by David Brown, and it's 4th and 1 for the Blazers, and the Blazers receiver is slow to get up. That is Council Allen, who just kind of rolls over towards the sideline. Hope he's okay, but it's 4th and 1 for Valdosta State. The Blazers are going to go for it.
Bringing on some extra linemen as they're going to bring out a heavy set to try to push for this first down.
They're 0 for 4 on 4th downs this season. Choctaws bringing the house, and there's a running play off right tackle in a big hole, and there he goes. This is into the red zone, and the ball loose inside the 5, but they're going to rule the runner down. The Choctaws came with the house, and the Blazers beat it. A long, long run for Valdosta State. They're set up at the 4.
Yeah, they just didn't fill that gap, and Wilson was able to hit it hard.
I think that's a gamble worth taking, though, if you're the Choctaws on defense. Unfortunately for them, the line for Valdosta State gave a hole, and that was good enough for Wilson to scoot through. So it's 1st and goal now from the 4. And they'll direct quarterback snap to Wilson, and that is a touchdown for Valdosta State. Jamon Wilson gets his 2nd touchdown of the season. He's well over 100 rushing yards on the year right now. And VSU strikes first. It's 6-0 Blazers.
Big drive by Wilson as he was kind of the feature back the entire time.
And now Eston Thiel, a junior from St. Augustine, will come on to try the point after he's missed only one all year. And the snap and the hold, the kick is away, and the kick is good. So with 10:40 to play in the first quarter, it's Valdosta State 7 and Mississippi College nothing. We'll take a timeout, and Choctaws football will continue in a moment.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
You practice that one thing over and over. After a few thousand reps, you master it. That's why the subspecialists at Mississippi Sports Medicine focus on one specific area of the body. So when they see you, they've seen your condition thousands of times. For a winning outcome, turn to Mississippi Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center. Your life, our focus.
Our starting lineups brought to you by CED, one of the nation's largest privately owned electrical distributors. CED's policy of service, integrity, and reliability is the driving force in every community we serve. Visit cedmagnolia.com for details. The Choctaw offense getting ready to take the field after this kickoff. Valdosta State with a 7-0 lead.
And you mentioned the breeze pregame. We've got the white tents that the players sit under when they're off the field, blowing into the stands for the 2nd time already today.
Yeah, I got to anchor those things down.
But a big drive for the Choctaw offense coming up. Something that you and I talked about pregame was just how good of a first quarter team this Valdosta State offense especially is.
That's another key to victory for MC. Valdosta State has now outscored opponents 98-29 in the first quarter. That'll get you to 5 wins in the first 6 games in a hurry. And the Blazers have a 7-0 lead in this ball game. Jamon Wilson with a 4-yard touchdown run on an 8-play, 75-yard drive. That took the first 4 minutes, 20 seconds of the ball game. So Noah Botsford will kick it off from the 35-yard line. And the kickoff to the near side goes out of bounds. Jacob Stevens, the return man, has no play. And MC is going to start at the 19-yard line. Penalty marker did go down and was touched by Stevens. So we'll see where they spot the football. Offensively, here are the starters for Mississippi College. Up front, Frank Bean, Levi Lott, Hayden Calhoun, Cannon McCulley, and Garrett Franklin. Starting wideouts include Javier Batiste and V. Williams. We'll see Jacob Smith and Jacob Stevens, too. The running backs are Ron Creighton, Marcus Williams, and R.J. Wilson, and I'm sure we'll see Nick Millsap a good bit as well. And Cam Davis getting a second start for the Choctaws at quarterback. Sophomore from Nashville, a transfer from Southwest Community College, hands it off on the first play, and a broken tackle, and Ron Creighton's running free inside Blazer territory. He stiff arms a guy about 20 yards down the field, and a huge first down pickup.
What a carry as Marcus Williams just refused to go down. Carried a man, I think you said at least 30 yards.
Yes, and I beg your pardon, that was Williams and not Creighton, 5, not 0, and the Choctaws are down to the 31-yard line after just one play. And here's Williams again. Williams this time is down to the 27-yard line. Marcus Williams, the junior from Donaldsonville, Louisiana, is now over the 300-yard mark rushing at 188 and 2 touchdowns against Valdosta last year in what was a 49-40 win for Mississippi College, the first win over Valdosta since the Choctaws return to Division II. Second down 6, Davis to throw. Right side, way too long, intended for V. Williams, who was in good one-on-one coverage with his defender. And that was, I believe, Theron Stoops.
Yeah, nice coverage by Stoops to force him to the outside, not give him any room to run up the sideline.
The defensive starters for Valdosta State up front, 4-man strong. Deontay Hunter, Jaquan Hicks, Jamori Jones, and Jaden Blunt. The linebackers, Lakin Nettles, Kennedy Parker, Terrell Dudley. The corners, Kyle Cass and Theron Stoops. Byron Broussard and Nick Jackson are the safeties. And on third down and 6, pass quite side is caught. Out of bounds at the 13-yard line goes the Choctaw receiver as the catch is made by Javier Batiste, and MC moves the chains.
And that's something we saw this offense do a lot against shorters, those little quick outs and quick routes to the sidelines to build some confidence for Davis, and we see it working again on their first drive today.
First and 10 for the Choctaws at the Valdosta 13-yard line. This time the give is to Wilson, and Wilson down to the 10-yard line. That's R.J. Wilson, the senior from Independence, Mississippi, and Itawamba Community College transfer. And that'll set up 2nd and 7.
Wilson and Williams both running the ball really hard to start this one off, as it looked like Wilson was down, but he put his hand down and was able to grab another yard or two.
2nd down 7 from the Valdosta 10-yard line. Wilson gets another carry off right tackle, and he's down to the 5-yard line as the stop is made by the Valdosta defender. That's Caleb Sutherland, the defensive back. 3rd down 2 coming up for MC.
Looks like they're going to bring on a couple of heavy offensive linemen as well, and I believe, is that Nick Millsap running in?
Well, Doug Schuler and Hayden Calhoun are the linemen who came in on that play.
Swanigan is the running back that just ran on.
So here we go. It's 3rd down and 2 from the 5-yard line, and a whistle before the snap. And Valdosta State has taken a timeout early. They didn't like the formation that they saw.
Yeah, the Valdosta defense was not set for most of the lead up to that play.
Well, this Valdosta State defense has some experience, at least they do at other universities. Of the starters listed number 1 on the depth chart, 9 of the 11 on defense are transfer from 4-year universities. So this is a talented bunch, but it's a lot of turnover, we were told, from last year's squad that gave up a lot of points and a lot of yards to MC. The Choctaws have driven down the field with alacrity to start this ball game. And now at the 5-yard line of Valdosta State, it's 3rd and 2. They can get a first down going to the 3-yard line. Davis goes up under center here. Cam sends a man in motion, gives it to Creighton off right tackle, spinning down. The ball's loose in the end zone. Let's see what the ruling is.
Valdosta says they've got it.
The official will lean into the pile. I don't think Creighton got into the end zone. I think he fumbled it into the end zone. A Blazer comes up with the football. Let's see what the official says.
That's number 11, Seth Smith, with the ball right now. The only question is, did Ron Creighton get in?
The officials talk it over. We'll get the signal.
Ruling on the field is a fumble by Mississippi College. into the end zone and recovered by Valdosta State.
Yep, that's the ruling. Valdosta State with the fumble recovery, and it is Kyle Cass, number 11, graduate student out of New Orleans, who comes up. I beg your pardon, not Cass. Seth. Well, I've got a different number. I've got 11 for Kyle Cass.
I've got Seth Smith
I've
as
got,
number
but
11.
he's listed as a quarterback, so we'll get clarification on that. And it is going to be Valdosta ball as the Choctaws turn it over on the edge of the goal line. And Garrett Franklin, the right tackle for MC, shaken up on the play. He'll walk over to the near sideline under the watchful eye of Choctaw trainer Matt Verrett.
What a brutal way
yes.
to end a really nice drive to start the game, but John Bland has dropped the red flag right in front of the officials. He wants to take another look.
So we do have a replay review coming up as John Bland has challenged the call on the field.
Is challenging the ruling on the field. The running back fumbled the ball prior to reaching the goal line. The previous play is under review.
All right, so we have a quick timeout here, and we'll take one as well. 7:59 to play in the first quarter. It is Valdosta State 7, Mississippi College nothing. We'll take a break, and Choctaws football will continue in a moment.
There was a time when a person's word was enough, a time when a handshake meant something, and integrity really mattered. For over 70 years, the values of Farm Bureau Insurance have been rooted in hard work, faith, and family. In that time, we've seen the world change in many ways. What hasn't wavered is Farm Bureau Insurance's commitment to our customers to protect their way of life and serve the communities in which they live when they need us most. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Seven 0 Valdosta State, 7:59 to play first quarter. John Bland has challenged the ruling on the field that the ball was fumbled into the end zone and recovered by Valdosta. He's not challenged the recovery. He's challenging whether or not Ron Creighton reached across the goal line and got the 6 points before he lost the football. The officials down in the tent off to our left, just outside the south end zone, are looking at the replay. And I think, Charlie, it's just going to be really tough to find a camera angle that's going to overturn this.
I hope they've got a better angle than us, because there was a whole pile of bodies when Creighton did try to reach across the line.
Well, I'll say this. It's good that we've got this replay, but people have to understand, if you're watching at home or if you're listening at home, this is not, it's not the same setup as if you may be watching a game of the Division I level on a network broadcast, because every school in the GSC has 1 or 2 or 3 cameras dedicated to this, but by and large, they're all on the same side of the field, and you just don't get the number of camera angles you're going to get. So it's really tough to overturn a call like this. Let's find out. Yeah, it stands as called, and Valdosta State has the football. So the Choctaws turn it over at the goal line. That is a tough way to end that drive. The Choctaws get charged with the timeout. And now the Blazers will start 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line, since the turnover occurred into the end zone. Seven 0 Valdosta State. We're 7:59 to play in the first quarter. So Sammy Edwards goes back out at quarterback for the Blazers and sends 2 wide to either side. Edwards sends a man in motion, and he gets the ball out of the backfield. B.K. Smith to the far sideline, picks up yardage to the 30, and that should be enough for the first down. B.K. Smith, a transfer from Western Kentucky University, is second in the conference in both receptions and receiving yards. Picked up 11 there. First down and 10. Choctaws coming with a 4-man defensive front here. Edwards, quick toss coming to the near side. Caught by Council Allen. He'll be upended at the 39-yard line. Good open field tackle there by the Choctaw defender. That's Jacoby Graves.
And that's already the 3rd time today that Valdosta has had a nice play off of a screen pass or a similar route behind the line of scrimmage by one of their receivers.
Second down 2 after an 8-yard pickup from the 38-yard line for Valdosta State. Edwards going to hand it off out of the backfield. It is going to be a running play
Flag
for
on the
Eric
play.
Watts. And a penalty marker comes down along the far sideline. And this looks to be against Valdosta. Maybe somebody cut up field too quickly.
Could possibly be a illegal motion here on Council Allen, as he was going in motion when that play started.
Coach Tremaine Jackson, his staff want an explanation as to what this penalty is all about. He's really pleading his case pretty hard. Let's find out.
Illegal shift.
Yep, illegal shift against Valdosta State.
Prior to the snap. That's a 5-yard penalty. You replay second down.
So that eliminates what would have been a first down pickup. And the line of scrimmage becomes the 34, and it's second down 7 for the Blazers. Ball will be spotted on the near side hash mark. Blazers moving left to right here in this first quarter. 3 wide left, 1 to the right side. Edwards takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's looking to pass out of the backfield, making the catch. It's Eric Watts, and he's down to the 41-yard line. Tackle made by Jason Betts, the 4th-year Choctaw out of Fayetteville, Tennessee.
And throughout this first quarter, the Choctaw defensive backs have really been sitting back, allowing a lot of these short patterns. Obviously worried about something deep, but I wonder if we're going to see them start to cheat up as this first half goes along.
First down pickup to the 41-yard line. And in motion comes to the near side. And they'll hand it off once again to Watts. Off left tackle, he's down to the 50. Good yard gain of about 9, closer to 10. Just shy of the line to gain for the first down. And it'll be second down and less than a yard. Yeah, I agree with you, Charlie. I think it's the Choctaws, as the game goes on, they may have to consider that. The only thing is, when you bring guys up in the defensive secondary, you really leave yourself open to getting burned. This is a potent passing game. Pass near side out of the backfield. Allen makes the catch. He's strung along the line of scrimmage and out of bounds near the 49, I think just enough for the first down. 3 Choctaws in on the tackle, including David Brown, Jacoby Graves.
Really nice job by David Brown to fight through a block to get to that ball carrier, as they still haven't moved the chains. So
no, this is not a good spot for Valdosta. It looked like to me he may have picked up the first down, but he actually lost half a yard. 3rd down and 1 for the Blazers, just shy of midfield.
And now's the time for these defensive backs to come up. Allen's in motion again.
Allen in motion. They'll give it to Watts. Watts looking to turn the corner left side. Betts slows him down but can't bring him down, and he's got the first down out to the 45-yard line.
Nice penetration from the Choctaw front 7, but they just couldn't quite get it done.
Really a good individual effort there from Eric Watts, a junior out of Opelika, Florida. He is an Itawamba Community College transfer.
First down Blazers at the 45-yard line.
Getting close to 300 yards rushing on the season with 3 touchdowns. 4.5 minutes to play. First quarter, 7-0 Valdosta State. And on first down, nice job by the Choctaws getting to the running back right out of the backfield. Nothing doing. And that is, who is that? 44, Brennan Blake on the stop for MC. Backup linebacker and a 5-yard loss. So it goes to 2nd and 15 now for the Blazers, back to the 50-yard line. Edwards steps back to throw. Plenty of time going over the middle. Pass tipped and incomplete. Outstanding defensive play by David Brown.
And he just came flying out of nowhere. There were several Valdosta receivers near that ball, but Brown knocked just about all of them down.
Timed his hit perfectly, tipped the ball up in the air, and it fell to the turf. This Choctaw defensive secondary is the best in the conference. They've only allowed 142 yards a game coming in. It is 3rd down 5 for Valdosta State. They need the 45 of the Choctaws to convert. Here comes the pressure in the backfield. Running back slips away, gets to the outside, and has the first down after about a 7-yard pickup. Eric Watts on the carry. Boy, Hammond was back there. Not Hammond, but Blake was back there in the backfield and just couldn't get to it.
He just got back past the original line of scrimmage. It's 4th and 8.
I beg your pardon. Yes, I was looking at the wrong marker. My mistake. So it is going to be a 4th down, and they'll have to punt the football away. It was 3rd and 15, not 3rd and 5. So now on 4th and 8, Blazers will punt. Noah Botsford is on to kick. Into the wind, and the wind may have slowed that one down a bit. Bounces out of bounds around the 17. Not a bad punt, all things considered. 2:58 to play in the first quarter. Valdosta State leading Mississippi College 7-0. Before every home game, one lucky MC student will have a chance to punt, pass, and kick from one goal line to the other in the Chick-fil-A Punt, Pass, and Kick Challenge for a chance to win free Chick-fil-A for a year. Download the Chick-fil-A app, the Chick-fil-A One app today to order, redeem points, and earn rewards with every purchase. One other Gulf South Conference game is in play right now, and I think it's a final. What it looks to be, Shorter has defeated Clark Atlanta 19-13. It's a nice win for the Hawks.
Yeah, Clark Atlanta came into that one still looking for their first win on the season and almost had it. They were leading for most of that ball game.
Davis to throw on first down, heaves it near side, and it's incomplete, intended for Jacob Smith. A little bumping with Smith and his defender.
Jacob Smith, incomplete. In coverage, number 11, Seth Smith.
Everyone down here begging for a flag on that play right. Looked like number 11 for Valdosta State got a little too handsy.
There was some contact on both sides of that one. My initial reaction was that was clean, but
well, I don't think it was catchable. 2nd down and 10. And a running play for Mississippi College. Williams, we've seen him take direct handoffs more in the last couple of ball games. You know, he's been really an option guy.
Yeah.
But it's Shorter. We saw him, again, take direct handoffs much more, run between the tackles a lot more. Had him reel off a long run in the first quarter earlier here today. He gets 5 yards there. It's 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Williams ran in a spread offense very similar to what we're seeing in high school. So he's comfortable and has gotten the chance to show that.
Davis to throw on 3rd and 5, and Creighton out of the backfield leans only to the 24. That's going to be short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. And
Choctaw offense is...
they're staying on the field.
That's a risky...
Yeah,
there they go.
Here comes the punt unit. I was about to say, yeah, you're right. That would be quite a risk to take from your own 25-yard line.
Particularly in the first quarter when this is still a one-score game.
So Michael Shine, the second-year Choctaw out of Mobile, who is first in the Gulf South Conference in punting, will have one here with a wind at his back. Line of scrimmage is the 25.
And he's got a long of 64 and 7 punts past 50 yards and another really long one that time.
This takes a Choctaw roll, and it's down at the 31-yard line. So about 44 yards on that kick. 1:31 to play in the first quarter. 7-0. Valdosta State. Now the Blazers will get the football back. And the line of scrimmage will be the 31 on the opposite side of the field. Valdosta State won 5 in a row to start the season. They beat Point, Albany State, Kaiser, North Greenville, and Chowan. But now they really have to turn it up in the second half because all the better teams are on the back end of their schedule. 1st and 10 for the Blazers from their own 31. Edwards pump fakes. Under pressure, throws on the run, pass caught, and out of the backfield, Eric Watts.
And a nice hit by Nick Grady to knock him down.
And a limited gain of only about 3 yards.
And Zach Hammond was screaming off the outside as he was almost on the back of Sammy Edwards. I would almost wonder if there was a holding call.
That wasn't called.
Or yeah, a lack of a holding call, but either way, nice pressure from Hammond to force the quick pass.
2nd down 7. Choctaws with a little pressure off the corners, and this time the running back slowed down. Wilson on the carry, out to the 38, sets up about a 3rd and 3. The Choctaw linebackers are doing a good job of getting to these Blazer running backs and slowing them down. But getting them down to the ground is a little bit of a different story.
Yeah, they've got to start wrapping up a little better. The entire front seven, really.
3rd and 2, final minute of the first quarter with the Blazers leading 7-0. Edwards steps back to throw on 3rd and 2. Near side pass caught. First down pickup made by Council Allen. And to the 45-yard line, the clock will continue to roll. With the new rules, it doesn't stop after a first down, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Blazers will not get another play away. We'll go to the second here from Clinton. Valdosta State 7, Mississippi College nothing. We're going to take a timeout. Choctaws football will continue in a moment.
The if in life, it's a world of possibilities. If you go for a night out with friends, if you can keep an eye on your money along the way, if you know you have overdraft protection with no fee transfers from savings, when you get a low balance alert, it's easier to say yes to fun. If that sounds good, try Regions Life Banking.
Stay ready for the if in life. Regions Bank embrace the if in life.
The right bank. It just fits. With online and mobile tools that give you the freedom to do more. The power to make your dream home yours. And help your business stay on top. Technology that makes one bank fit you to a T. Trustmark. People you trust. Advice that works.
Reed Vance, Charlie Williams, Zach Sewell with you from Robinson Hale Stadium in Clinton. We'll go to the second quarter. Valdosta State 7, Mississippi College nothing. This is the matchup of the best versus the best. The best passing offense in the Gulf South Conference in Valdosta State, averaging 331 yards a game. That's best by 45 yards. But the Choctaws have the best pass defense in the conference. They're giving up just 142 yards a game. Best by 38 yards. And so far in this ball game, as you look at what has happened so far, passing yards for Valdosta State, 61. And they have a 7-0 lead. However, I would say that if this Choctaw defense, Charlie, can hold Valdosta to an average of just say 60 yards or so passing per quarter, they got a great chance to win the ball.
Yeah, I think they're doing their job at that point. You've just really got to see something out of the run defense as well. Keep Eric Watts a little more under control than he has been.
So on 1st and 10, Edwards going to roll out right side with nobody to throw it to, runs out of bounds around the 46-yard line.
And that was Hammond flying off the edge once again to bring pressure.
And it sets up 2nd and long for Valdosta State. Line of scrimmage is their own 49. Now the Blazers will be marching towards the south end zone here at Robinson Hale Stadium with a great crowd on hand. Preview day here on the Mississippi College campus and lots of guests with us here today. 2nd down 9. Wilson comes in motion and they'll toss it to him and he'll cut upfield to the right hash mark. Finds the seam and has a first down to the 41. Yeah, I've been really impressed with the way this Blazers offense has run the football in this game.
They've done a great job of opening up some seams for Watts and Wilson to go through for some big runs.
I mentioned the Choctaws pass defense best in the league. However, their run defense last in the league. That's got to shore up here today. 1st and 10 from the Choctaw 41-yard line. Edwards under pressure, rolls out, throws on the run, got his man at the 20-yard line, and out of the 30-yard line, I should say, and down to the 26-yard line goes the receiver. That's B.K. Smith for a first down.
Grant Watts with the pressure, almost a really big play.
It is enough for the first down to the 26. Opening minutes, second quarter, 7-0 Valdosta. Edwards on 1st and 10. Hands it off. This is Wilson off left tackle this time, and he's into the red zone down to the 14-yard line. That's another first down pickup.
And that time the Choctaws brought pressure off the right side. Valdosta ran it to the left. just completely avoiding the pressure.
I think your suggestion about maybe bringing a safety up to help, they're going to have to do that pretty soon.
Something's got to give.
Yeah, they're picking up right now about 7 yards a rush. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line of the Choctaws for Valdosta State. And this is Wilson again. Wilson to the near side. Flag comes down to the backfield as Wilson's tackled along the 5-yard line. This is coming back.
And it looks like Wilson's down.
Very slow to get up at the end of that run. Holding against the Blazers, the call. Wilson still on his back on the turf as the Blazer training staff comes out to assist.
It's Michael Murata on the hold. 6'5" graduate center.
Coming up at halftime, we'll have a conversation with Choctaws offensive lineman Garrett Franklin and Jay Saman. And the guys in the studio will recap the first half. It's coming up at half of today's game. So Wilson hops up. He will walk off towards the Valdosta sideline on the far side of the field.
This could be a big loss for the Blazers. We haven't seen their leading rusher, Isaiah Flowers, yet today. Not sure what the situation is there, but another one of their feature backs out.
Wilson has 6 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown. He's also got 2 catches for 31 yards, so nearly at 100 yards. He's out for the moment.
And now we got Council Allen in the backfield at running back.
He lines up to the right of Sammy Edwards. And they'll give it to him out of the backfield, makes the toss, far side, got a block to the 15, pushed out of bounds around the 11-yard line. I believe that was Eric Watts, the running back, who provided a key block there.
Allen showing really nice speed to get out of the backfield that time.
Gain of 3, 2nd down 7 for Valdosta State. Two receivers to either side of the formation here for the Blazers. Watts in the backfield. And Edwards to throw. Pumps, goes left side, 2 wide. Intended for B.K. Smith, who was open. 3rd and 7 coming up.
I thought I was about to.
That's Zach saying that he was about to make the catch. It was right kind of down there towards him. Just as open as Smith was, although with far less speed.
Hey now. Don't expose me on live.
All right, 3rd down 7. This is a big stop for the Choctaws on defense. Line to gain for the first down is the 5, and the Blazers didn't have everybody set. I don't think the play clock had reset. The referee signals started again. Now they'll run it. 3rd and 7 for Valdosta, and hold everything. Another whistle. And now one of the officials from the far back corner comes in. 11:55 is what they want to put on the game clock. You can hear in the referee's microphone the wind is kind of whistling today out of the northwest at about 11 miles per hour.
Pre-game, I was watching both special teams units warm up. Saw a couple of misses from each kicker, but overall, Ben Pledger looked like he was handling it pretty well.
3rd down 7 here for Valdosta State. Edwards to throw. Fakes. Now he's going to run with it. Plenty of room. Cuts to the outside. Has the first down. Dives towards
Ball's
the pylon. And he's in for the touchdown, says the official, as the ball did come out at the end. The official, though, said touchdown. The Choctaws did not get this call earlier on, but the Blazers get it. And it's 13-0.
I will say, even if that wasn't a touchdown in the end zone, it looked like Sammy Edwards was down when the ball came out.
Of course, John Bland has lost his challenge. I don't think he would have won it because, from our perspective, it looked like the ball was across the goal line on the reach by Edwards. So the point after try by Thiel. Transfer from Florida International University. It's good. Timeout on the field. 11:39 to play here in the second quarter. Valdosta State leads it 14-0. We'll take a break. Choctaws football will continue in a moment.
Wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
$11:39 to play. Second quarter, Valdosta leads at 14-0. And we're about to see this Choctaw offense back on the field. And Cam Davis had a breakout game in his first start at Shorter 2 weeks ago. Choctaws passing the football more with the injury to John Henry White. His return this year is questionable. So this is Cam Davis's offense. So far, so good, despite the turnover on their first drive of the game.
Yeah, he's looked comfortable. Those short passes, especially those quick outs to the sidelines, have really been something that has allowed him to get really comfortable. Though the Choctaws have tried this Valdosta secondary deep a couple of times today, haven't hit one yet.
Right now, really the big play of the game for the Choctaws, the fumble at the goal line that ended a long drive with no points. Let's see what the Choctaws can do. Here's the kickoff. Goes through the end zone for a touchback.
And again, a little chippiness
Special
from
teams,
the special teams unit.
Choctaws football brought to you in part by Trustmark, the bank that fits you to a T. Trustmark, people you trust, advice that works. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Hey, Zach, it looks like Garrett Franklin's back of the game.
That's right, Reed. They were tending to him in the 10, checking that right arm, checking the range of motion, and it looks like he's going to be okay. He has a helmet back on. He took a couple laps across the sideline, but it looks like he's going to be okay.
Redshirt senior, the great city of Carrier, Mississippi, down on the Gulf Coast. And Garrett's going to be our halftime guest this week. He's already got his undergraduate degree in communication. And Garrett now in the MBA program at Mississippi College. If it came out, the Choctaws recovered it, and it's a 5-yard gain, so it's going to be 2nd and 5.
And these Valdosta State cornerbacks are pressing. I wonder if MC's eventually going to be able to hit one over the top.
Williams is stopped after a 2-yard gain, setting up 2nd down 3. Third down 3 coming up here for Mississippi College from their own 32-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right side. Davis takes it, gives it to Marcus Williams, and he'll lean forward just enough for the first down. He was hit at the 34, and he leaned forward after the hit and picked up enough yardage to get the first down.
Williams kind of reassuming the role as a workhorse back in this game, and last game against Shorter after really to start off the season, he was pretty quiet.
Yeah, Ron Creighton had that long 95-yard touchdown run at Midwestern State. And Marcus kind of disappeared for a while as they went fullback heavy. And this time it's going to be another running play, and only to the 36-yard line go the Choctaws. I think that's Marcus again on the carry. Nope, it's going to be Wilson, R.J. Wilson. And 2nd and 9 coming up.
Patrick Gardner coming into the game to give Creighton a seat at fullback.
And Ronald Harris will replace Garrett Franklin on the line. Give Garrett a break. 2nd down 9. Davis takes the snap. In the pocket, throws left side, pass caught, but a gain of only a yard.
It's Gardner.
Number 24, Patrick Gardner.
And the tackle made by Caleb Sutherland. 3rd down and 7. Choctaws are 2 of 4 on 3rd downs in the game. They need to keep this drive alive. Down 14-0. Now just under the 9-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. So Davis to throw and whistle.
False start. That's going to be against Jacob Smith on the far side. He got going a little too early.
False start. Offense number 6. It's a 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
So from 3rd and 7 to 3rd and 12.
And like you said, a crucial play here for the Choctaws. Don't want to give the ball back to this Valdosta offense.
Line to gain for the first down is the 45 for Mississippi College. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left side. Davis from the shotgun. He'll take the snap, rolls out near side, looking to throw on the run. Does. Pass is caught. Orion Thompson at the 45, just enough for the first down. Great throw and an outstanding play by Thompson to get his foot inbound. You know, he's a young man, junior out of Starkville, played at East Mississippi Community College. That's his 7th catch of the year. He's come up with some big catches this season. Down to the 46, they keep the drive alive. 1st and 10 for MC. Running play off right tackle. To the 50 goes Wilson, spins down to the 46.
Nice job by Wilson to fight through that first contact.
Nick Jackson on the stop for Valdosta as the Blazers sub in a good number of defensive players here. 2nd and 2 coming up for MC.
And that was really the longest pass. I think that was the longest pass play the Choctaws have converted so far in this game.
Wilson gets the carry through the line of scrimmage across the 40 down to the 38. And that'll be a first down pickup for MC. So the Choctaws rolling a little bit after that pickup on 3rd down, the catch from Thompson. First down to the Valdosta 37. 14-0 Blazers, 7:17 to play in the first half. Running play on first down. Wilson can't skip off the second man as he is tackled by Laken Nettles, a junior from Atlanta, transfer from Lenore-Rhine University.
And they're a powerhouse at their
they are
at their level.
1 yard gain, 2nd down 9 for MC. Blazers crowding the line defensively here. Plenty of time on the play clock, down to 10. Davis takes the snap, has time to throw, and the pass intercepted. Threw it too long, intercepted at the 16-yard line. That's Kyle Cash on the return, and Cash to the far side inside Choctaw territory at the 45-yard line.
And he had a receiver with some room, but like you said, just overthrew him as he was trying to hit a receiver in the gap of the cover too, but wonder if there was some miscommunication about the route or something.
Yeah, the receiver was open. Davis just threw it too long. And for the record, the depth chart I was given had 11 Kyle Cass on it. It may be 11 Seth Smith. That's who was announced. That's who's on the roster. So I'm going to go with Seth Smith the rest of the way. My apologies to the families of them both. Interception by Seth Smith. Blazers have it inside Choctaw territory up 2 touchdowns, and Eric Watts is into the clear, and he will score on one play, 46 yards, and it's 20-0 Valdosta.
And what a shift. After the Choctaws looked like they had some momentum on offense, giving the ball away, and then a quick score by the Blazers.
2 crucial turnovers for Mississippi College here in this game. The fumble at the goal line when they could have had 6. And now after an interception, a long run for a score. Point after try coming for Thiel. It is away and good. 6:03 to play in the second quarter. Valdosta State 21, Mississippi College nothing. We'll take a break. Choctaws football will continue in a moment.
There was a time when a person's word was enough, a time when a handshake meant something, and integrity really mattered. For over 70 years, the values of Farm Bureau Insurance have been rooted in hard work, faith, and family. In that time, we've seen the world change in many ways. What hasn't wavered is Farm Bureau Insurance's commitment to our customers to protect their way of life and serve the communities in which they live when they need us most. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
The if in life, it's a world of possibilities. If you go for a night out with friends, if you can keep an eye on your money along the way, if you know you have overdraft protection with no fee transfers from savings, when you get a low balance alert, it's easier to say yes to fun. If that sounds good, try Regions Life Banking.
Stay ready for the if in life. Regions Bank embrace the if in life.
$21-0 Valdosta State now with 6:03 remaining in the second quarter. Choctaws turned the ball over on an interception, and on one play, Eric Watts goes 46 yards for the touchdown.
And that's got to be a personal foul. I'm sorry.
Yeah, a little more pushing and shoving on special teams. Zach, you were there looking at that interception. You're saying you think the receiver gave up on the route?
It looks like he slowed down on the route because he saw a little break in the defense. The cornerback was playing far off on his coverage, so the wide receiver slows down, and Cameron Davis aired it out to where he thought his receiver was going to be, so that was the miscommunication on the play.
And that's Davis's first interception on the season, so got to just forget that one and move on, turn the page, as you need some points here before the half.
Choctaws have 116 yards of offense. That's it. Running play on first down. Nice hole for Williams out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 11-yard pickup and a first down for MC. I think the goal here, let's just move the ball down the field, and let's get a touchdown on the board. That's simple. Get some points on the board before the half. Hurrying it up to the line. First and 10 for MC from the 36. Marcus again, same play. And he's out to the 42. You know, this is something else that's different. Now with Davis in at quarterback, this offense moves a little more quickly than it used to. You know, we're used to everybody huddle up, take your time to get up to the line, snap the ball. And they've got a little more urgency with him, especially down now 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, we're not seeing the huddle hardly at all as they're just getting the signals in from the sidelines.
Long time getting this play away, but plenty of time on the play clock. Second down 4 from the 42. And Williams again, this time off left tackle, bounces off a man. Nice big hit to the 45 he goes, just shy of the line to gain for the first down. Some oohs and ahs from the far side of the field because that was a nice stick by the Valdosta defender. Third one.
I will say this about Valdosta State's defense. They are not afraid to come up and hit the ball carrier. They come down like missiles when they see it's a run play.
Third down 1. Choctaws need just the 46 to convert and keep this drive alive. Davis goes up under center. They'll give it to Williams straight ahead, and the forward progress and his offensive line in front of him get him the first down. A little extra pushing and shoving after the play. Jaden Blunt took one of the Choctaw running backs to the ground, but no flag, no foul.
Yeah, but nice work by the Choctaw offensive line to get the push there and convert on third down.
4 minutes to play in the first half. The Choctaws have 2 timeouts remaining.
And something worth remembering as well is the Choctaws are going to get the ball to start the second half.
Davis to throw on the run, near side. Out of the backfield, it's Williams to the 49, maybe the 48. Second and about 5 coming up.
So you're thinking, if you're the Choctaw coaching staff right now, if we can drive the ball down, kill some clock, and get some points, we've got a chance to do the exact same thing to start off the second half, and we're right back in this ball game.
Second down 5 for MC at the Valdosta 48. And it's Williams, the workhorse on this drive, out to the 45, maybe. Depending upon the spot of the football, it'll be third and about 2.5. And the clock rolls. We're at the 3-minute mark of the second quarter.
Third down, 2.
Third down, and we'll say 3 for the Choctaws from their 46.
High snap.
But brought down and given to R.J. Wilson.
Flag on the play.
And he didn't get enough for the first down, it appears. We'll see what the penalty marker's all about.
Personal foul, grasping the face mask, number 99 of the defense. 15-yard penalty is added to
Face mask against Valdosta State, and that's a 15-yarder added to the end of the run.
And that's against big Elijah Juan Sparks, 6'4", 347-pound sophomore.
He is a man among boys down there, isn't he?
He sticks out.
Yeah, when he does something, he notices. And unfortunately for the Blazers, he grabbed a face mask. And down to the 29-yard line go the Choctaws with 2:29 to play in the second. Davis to throw. Quick toss right side is caught on the near sideline by Batiste out to the 25. It was a little floater. It's a nice touch on that pass by Davis.
And that's what we want to see. Just those short, simple routes that he's comfortable with. Having some success.
Remember, the Choctaws have 2 timeouts remaining now with just a little over 2 minutes to play in the second. Second down, 6 for Mississippi College. Another running play for Wilson. Wilson trying to bounce to the outside. Carrying a guy with him down to the 22. Third and 2 coming up. Ben Pledger well within his field goal range right now.
Yeah,
Choctaw certainly would like to pick up a first down and get in the end zone. Third down, 3 for Mississippi College. R.J. Wilson stays in at running back. And Davis will feed it to him, and straight ahead, he's not going to get it. Step is made by Devon Reeves, one of the defensive linemen. And here comes the kick unit onto the field.
no gain. That'll be fourth down, 3.
So Ben Pledger had 3 field goals last week at Shorter, 2 weeks ago, I should say, at Shorter, is on here for what will be a 40-yard attempt, but not before Valdosta State calls a timeout. Coming up at the half, a conversation with Choctaw's offensive lineman Garrett Franklin, and then Jay Saman and the guys back in the studio to take a look at all the first half action and look ahead to the second. Blazers up 21-0. And thanks in large part to a couple of Choctaw turnovers. Last week, Valdosta turned the ball over, or they should say they forced Delta State to turn the ball over 3 times. But they only, well, actually more than 3 times. I think it may have been as many as 5 times. But they only got, I think, 3 points off of those turnovers. And so they've learned their lesson here today.
Yeah, and the Choctaws in their previous couple of games had really cleaned up a bit of a fumbling issue they had early in the season.
Ben Pledger, 40-yard attempt. Slight wind to his left. The kick is away. It has the distance, and it is good. He's hit 4 in a row. And it's 21-3, Valdosta State. All right, now if you're the Choctaws on defense, just go out and make sure they don't get down the field in a hurry.
Yeah, absolutely. A big chance to get a stop, come back out, put some points on the board to start the second half. And again, I think if you're able to do that, even though they only just got the field goal this time, you still feel like you're in this game.
Taking off from Mississippi College, number 92, Ben Pledger.
It is preview day here at Mississippi College. We've got a big crowd on hand. Lots of tailgating going on at the quad. We had a room full of future Choctaws in Anderson Hall on our campus here this morning. Got a chance to meet some of those students and their parents, and we're looking forward to having them with us next year. And we'll find a place for them. It's been tight quarters, but that's a good thing to have to go through if you're a university. Kickoff from the 7. Fair catch called for. I'm not sure about that. Fair catch is made by Xavier Williams, one of the best return men of the conference. Again, I'm really surprised he didn't try to return that kick. Something tells me the coaches in the booth next door are a little surprised as well. I heard one of them.
I mean, there's one of them sitting there with his hands above his head, not quite sure about that decision.
Choctaws will take it. But again, you got a quarterback like Sammy Edwards, first in the conference coming in percentage, yards, and pass yards per game. But went without a touchdown pass last week against Delta State. In this ball game, 13 of 15, 102 yards. No scores, no picks. 54 seconds to play in the half. Pump fake, Edwards in trouble. Down he goes in the backfield. The ball is out, and they're going to rule him down. Ball came out, and they're going to rule him down. Remember, the Choctaws have lost their challenge earlier in the half. Zach, did you see anything?
The Whitecap signaled that pretty early that he was down.
Yeah. So they'll rule him down at the 12-yard line. I didn't catch the number. I think it may have been Deshaun Washington.
I believe it was.
97 on the tackle. Running play to the near side. And across the 20 down to the 25-yard line goes Wilson. Brought down by Grant Watts. Back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to be the final play of the half. Story of this first half, Charlie, I think a couple of Choctaw mistakes really have hurt him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you saw the Choctaw offense on the second drive of the game come out and get right to the cusp of scoring before fumbling into the end zone. Then later, a costly interception by Davis on what was looking to be a nice drive. So certainly some positives from this offense. To take it to the second half, you just have to limit these mistakes.
So at the intermission, it's Valdosta State 21, Mississippi College 3. We're going to take a timeout, and then when we come back, we'll go back to the studio with Jay Saman, and I think it's Spencer Winans, Wesley Sides with them all today in our studios. 21-3 Valdosta State at the break, and Choctaws football will continue in a moment. Hey.
The if in life, it's a world of possibilities. If you go for a night out with friends, if you can keep an eye on your money along the way, if you know you have overdraft protection with no fee transfers from savings, when you get a low balance alert, it's easier to say yes to fun. If that sounds good, try Regions Life Banking.
Stay ready for the if in life. Regions Bank embrace the if in life.
CED Tupelo, your local electrical distributor. At CED Tupelo, Practicing our company motto of service, integrity, and reliability, CED has everything you need to power your home or business. We also provide materials for rural broadband connectivity, providing a fast and reliable connection. Our experienced and very knowledgeable staff are always ready to help you find the right products for your project. With our vast selection of inventory and same-day delivery, you can trust us to keep your project running smoothly. CED Tupelo, your one-stop shop for all your electrical needs.
CED's policy of service, integrity, and reliability is the driving force in every community they serve. Visit cedmagnolia.com for more information.
You practice that one thing over and over. After a few thousand reps, you master it. That's why the subspecialists at Mississippi Sports Medicine focus on one specific area of the body. So when they see you, they've seen your condition thousands of times. For a winning outcome, turn to Mississippi Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center. Your life, our focus.
Welcome to the Mississippi College Football Halftime Show. The Choctaws trail the Blazers of Valdosta State 21-3 at halftime, and I'm Jay Saman, joined alongside Spencer Winans and Wesley Sides, and let's go over the first half here. And Spencer, you know, coming into the game, we really thought that the Valdosta State passing offense would really throw a lot of fireworks in today's ball game, but all three of their touchdowns have been on the ground. So what has their offense done, and what is the MC Rush defense? What have they done in this first half that really hasn't allowed them to be successful?
It's clear that Valdosta came in with a game plan. Of course, MC's passing defense, the top in the conference coming in to the game, of course, bottom in rush defense. So Valdosta, normally, of course, as you mentioned, a pass-first team today. They've come out on the ground, all three touchdowns, as you mentioned. Also, two plays that stick out to me, third and short. We had Moore go out for a 36-yard game and got the first down. Also, Valdosta felt comfortable going on 4th and 1 as well. They converted that 4th down. And again, that's two stops that MC has to get to come out in this game.
Absolutely. 21-3 the score game. But Wesley, 2 turnovers for the Choctaws in that first half. And really, this could very well be a much closer game, maybe if not a tie game.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the Choctaws turn it over right there at the goal line. You know, Coach Bland throws the challenge flag. Thought there may be an opportunity to see if he snuck in the end zone before the ball got loose. And then, you know, driving down the field, a couple plays later, and then we throw a pick, overthrow a pass. And I think the Choctaws look really good on offense, and they're getting inside the red zone. We got to find ways to capitalize on good field position.
This past week, we had an opportunity to talk with offensive lineman Garrett Franklin. Got a little bit banged up in the first half. Glad to see him going. But our Charlie Williams was able to speak with him about the season and today's game.
For Choctaw Sports, I'm Charlie Williams here with Garrett Franklin. Garrett, y'all are coming off of a big win last week and then the bye week. How's the bye week helped you guys to really prepare for the second half of this tough GSC schedule?
Yes, sir. I feel like a lot of our players were very gracious of the bye week. It gave us a chance to really get under our feet after a win like that on the road. We've been on the road quite a few times these past few weeks, so to be able to come home and have that practice last week to prepare for Valdosta State, and then on top of that, getting the rest over this weekend to really feel good as well as play good, we feel like we're at our best shape. So it's been really rewarding to have this bye week.
All right, and then Garrett, you know, as a senior yourself, you've been with Coach Bland longer than most people on this team last week, as you know. A huge milestone for him, 100th career win. What did it mean to you as a senior that's been with him for a long time? And then just the team as a whole, what did that mean for you guys to be able to give it to him?
It felt really great. You know, we were all super happy for him. We didn't know it going in. You know, Coach Bland's that type of guy. You know, he doesn't want a whole lot of fame and glory. That's not what he's in it for. He's in it for the betterment of the Choctaws here at Mississippi College. And so after the game, Miss Candace was actually the one that kind of pulled us together and told us all about it, and so we were just extra pumped for him that day. You know, you could see the emotion in his face, and you know, we were all just really happy to help get that win for him, and we're hoping to get 101 this week coming up.
Yeah, definitely an emotional moment, but you know, throughout the first few games this season, different phases of the game, you guys have not quite had the consistency. Maybe it's been there one week, not been there the next. What's the mentality been as far as trying to improve that across the board over the second half of the season?
So I'd definitely say, part of it is just learning. We've usually been more of a stick-to-it triple option team, with the new addition of our offensive coordinator, Coach Hayes, and in relation to Coach Blam, this season we're looking to change some things. We're incorporating spread, incorporating zone, and so it's been kind of a learning curve for our offense as a whole. So week by week, we've just decided to put on ourselves to get better with the new scheme that gets put in place. And week in and week out, we're slowly getting better. And so all of that is just learning and time that comes with it. You get better the more you practice. And I've seen that ring true so far this season, just based on our consistency so far. However, leading into our times going forward, we're going to have to keep that up. There's no chance for us to stop up or slow down pace. We guys got to keep getting better.
Yeah, and as an offensive lineman yourself, I think maybe the biggest change has been on y'all's shoulders, switching back and forth from the triple option that you've been running so long to the spread scheme that we've seen with Coach Hayes. What has that adjustment looked like for y'all specifically?
It's been something new. We make jokes on the offensive line that the type of offense we're running now isn't necessarily put in for guys like us. We're more of a hand in the dirt and go kind of guys. We've never been in this kind of shotgun as much as we've been here lately. So it's been new, and at first, we had doubts in ourselves to know if we could do it. But I think as time has gone by, and especially shorter last week, we've shown not only the rest of the GSC but ourselves, more importantly, that we are able to do this, and we're looking forward to just keep getting on better at it, getting better.
Yeah, and as you guys look to get better, you've got a really tough schedule down the stretch with a lot of ranked teams, but you're also going to be at home a lot more. So what's the mentality heading into that back half of the schedule?
Well, we know what position we're in. It's not the first time we've been in this position. We know what we have to do in order to help us qualify for a playoff run. And to do that, we got to go 5-0 from here on out. And, we'd like to win every GSC game as possible. And we're taking the necessary steps in order to put ourselves in the best spot to achieve that, and let God's will be done. But we're trying our best out there on that field.
And then just looking immediately to the future, Valdosta State, a really tough team. Y'all have got one of the better passing defenses in the country and a really good defense overall this season compared to in the prior years as a member of the offense. How does that make y'all feel just knowing that your guys are going to go out and get a few stops every week?
Oh, it's been great. We look forward to it every game because, when the offense is back on our heels, we know and we're confident that our defense is going to come up for us. That way we can get that ball back and try to run down the field and score for them. We're very big on our teamwork this season, and we understand we lose as a team, we win as a team. And so for the offense to have the defense back and the defense to have our back, that kind of feng shui of football, it's been great to see this year, and we couldn't be more happy with our defense and everything that they're doing.
Awesome. And then Valdosta State, like I mentioned, really tough on the defensive side themselves. Just as an offense, what are you guys looking at? What are some of the team goals? What can we look for this week?
Gotcha. Well, yeah, they're pretty talented on both sides of the ball here. They're a great football team. They've been a great football team in the GSC for a long while. And so our plan as far as our team goes, defense get as many stops as they can, and then while offense has the ball, you hold on to it as long as you can, and you go down and put points on the board every drive. And that's our game plan. If we execute it well, then I can see us coming out with a W this Saturday.
All right. Well, Garrett, thanks for your answers. Thanks for your time. Good luck this weekend.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
There was a time when a person's word was enough, a time when a handshake meant something, and integrity really mattered. For over 70 years, the values of Farm Bureau Insurance have been rooted in hard work, faith, and family. In that time, we've seen the world change in many ways. What hasn't wavered is Farm Bureau Insurance's commitment to our customers to protect their way of life and serve the communities in which they live when they need us most. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
The if in life, it's a world of possibilities. If you go for a night out with friends, if you can keep an eye on your money along the way, if you know you have overdraft protection with no fee transfers from savings, when you get a low balance alert, it's easier to say yes to fun. If that sounds good, try Regions Life Banking.
Stay ready for the if in life. Regions Bank, embrace the if in life.
The right bank. It just fits. With online and mobile tools that give you the freedom to do more. The power to make your dream home yours. And help your business stay on top. Technology that makes one bank fit you to a T. Trustmark. People you trust, advice that works.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Welcome back to the Mississippi College Football Halftime Show. Once again, the score is Valdosta State 21 and the Choctaws of Mississippi College 3. I'm Jay Saman, once again joined by Spencer Winans and Wesley Sides. And let's talk about this upcoming second half. And, you know, Spencer, this run game for Mississippi College is really what they're known for, what they're all about. But it seems that kind of in the second quarter, with the new quarterback Cam Davis being more of a pass first, they've kind of abandoned that. Do they need to do that in the second half?
No, I think we need to go back to that. Of course, it is 21-3, but as we've mentioned in the first segment there, we had plenty of chances to get into the end zone there. So if we can just continue to pound the rock, it's been successful. At least that first drive where we almost got in the end zone and also the drive where we threw an interception, both of those drives were supported by the run. And if we can continue to do that, we'll put ourselves in situations to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and Wesley, you know, on the other side, MC defensively, the rushing attack for Valdosta State has really pummeled them heavily. And also they've thrown in a few passes to really balance the game out. So what does MC need to do defensively to kind of sharpen up those edges?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we probably need to send a little bit more, a little bit more pressure. Get pressure to the quarterback, stop that run in the backfield. We got to find ways to win the turnover battle here in the second half. So I think coming away with a turnover here in the second half is going to be huge for Mississippi College. And also, you kind of see that 4-3 look from Mississippi College right now. They're usually 3-3 stack type look, but 4-3 due to the passing ability of Valdosta. And the main passes have been coming from just short swing routes and bubble screens and wheel routes and stuff like that. So not been a huge threat. We got to find a way to stop them at the line of scrimmage and play behind the chains here in the second half.
Yeah, and speaking of the quarterback, Spencer, Cam Davis on the other side, he kind of looked a little bit flustered in the first half through the interception, a few throws off target. So what do you tell him to kind of settle him down here in the second half?
I think just as Valdosta State's done, you go to those bubble routes, you go to the drags, just hit the ball underneath and let him get passes off. Overall, a good half for him. He was 6 of 9 in the first half, but if you just get those balls short for him, let him get his feet underneath him, and then you hand the ball off, give him some opportunity to catch his breath, and then you go for the long ball.
Absolutely. 18-point deficit for Mississippi College, Wesley. If you're head coach John Bland, what do you tell the team in the locker room? I mean, as you said earlier, this could be a much closer game or even a tie game at that. So what do you tell this team?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think, we're going to get away from the game plan much at all. I think they're going to stick to playing Mississippi college football. I think we need to find a way to come out and punch it in as soon as we get the ball out of the locker room. I think he's going to say, hey, I want y'all to go play as hard as y'all can for the next 30 minutes and just see where the chips fall. That's all you can ask for. So I think that's kind of what Coach Bland is going to say. Got to find a way to stop the run on defense. And, you got to find a way to punch it in the end zone.
21-3 Valdosta State leads is your score at halftime. We're going to take a break before we send it back up to Reed Vance and Charlie Dugan. But for Jay Saman, Spencer Winans, and Wesley Sides, we thank you for joining us for the Mississippi College Football Halftime Show.
CED Tupelo, your local electrical distributor. At CED Tupelo, practicing our company motto of service, integrity, and reliability, CED has everything you need to power your home or business. We also provide materials for rural broadband connectivity, providing a fast and reliable connection. Our experienced and very knowledgeable staff are always ready to help you find the right products for your project. With our vast selection of inventory and same-day delivery, you can trust us to keep your project running smoothly. CED Tupelo, your one-stop shop for all your electrical needs.
CED's policy of service, integrity, and reliability is the driving force in every community they serve. Visit cedmagnolia.com for more information.
You practice that one thing over and over. After a few thousand reps, you master it. That's why the subspecialists at Mississippi Sports Medicine focus on one specific area of the body. So when they see you, they've seen your condition thousands of times. For a winning outcome, turn to Mississippi Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center. Your life, our focus.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests and our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
The right bank. It just fits. With online and mobile tools that give you the freedom to do more. The power to make your dream home yours. And help your business stay on top. Technology that makes one bank fit you to a T. Trustmark. People you trust. Advice that works.
Welcome back to Robinson-Hale Stadium. Halftime score, Valdosta State leads it 21-3 over the Mississippi College Choctaws. And Charlie, earlier the story of this first half, Choctaw turnovers too, very untimely turnovers. Valdosta State, unlike last week, has made the most of them.
Absolutely. You know, the Choctaws started off the game really on the second drive with a great drive, got all the way down inside the 5 and then fumbled, and then later on, similar story, Cameron Davis throws an interception after they've had a bit of a promising drive. So, I mean, that's 2 opportunities to score just wiped away, and Valdosta State capitalized off of both of those. So going into the second half, you really just have to avoid those kind of turnovers. You know, early in the season, this team really did struggle fumbling the ball. I believe they had 11 fumbles in their first 2 games, and in the last couple of games really started to reel that back in, and so they just have to do that again. They have to reel in the turnovers.
So that's the offensive game plan for the Choctaws in the second half. Defensively, however, Zach Sewell down on the field, they've got to have a little bit better answer for Mr. Sammy Edwards, who's only had 2 incompletions all game.
Absolutely, Reed. And as we can see, our secondary is playing a little more off, but it's hard not to when you're facing an arm talent in Sammy Edwards. But you cannot rely on that too heavy, as Valdosta State has been running it on the Choctaws all game. So we can expect the defense to kind of put a little more pressure on the front 7 to really step up and stop that run game and force Sammy Edwards to do what he does best and play into our strength as a defense. And also for the defense, we have seen too many missed tackles, first tackle efforts not going down, so we just need to wrap up and contain these running backs a little bit better. Back to you.
All right, still really a ball game the Choctaws can win, but they got to come up with some of those stops, and they've got to move the. They've actually moved the ball pretty well.
They have. They've moved,
but they just in inopportune times.
They've moved the ball well, but it's the turnovers, the interception, and the fumble that have really come back to bite them.
Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, if you have a special event that needs catering, it'll be Chick-fil-A's pleasure to take care of you. The Chick-fil-A of Clinton says go Choctaws. Next week, Choctaws will host Chowan University. The Hawks will play here in Clinton and will play Mississippi College for the very first time. It'll be homecoming, 6 p.m. start for the homecoming game. Plenty of festivities next weekend, and we hope that you can get to the Clinton campus and enjoy the homecoming festivities with everyone. And again, football game next Saturday night at 6 o'clock. I don't know what the weatherman says the weather is supposed to be. Let's see.
I think it's more of the same.
More of the same.
Which is a good sign. I think it may be even
a
a little
warmer.
bit cooler.
But it says here a little warmer.
Really?
High next Saturday is supposed to be 80. We've already reached our high today, so come prepared if it's going to be sunny and it's going to be a little warm when you sit in these bleachers. But we expect a great crowd on hand for homecoming next Saturday here in Clinton.
And a night game makes that better, too.
A whole lot better. Listen, if it were up to me, based on the way this stadium is built, we'd play home games at 8 o'clock at night.
And I wouldn't complain at all.
No, not at all. Do it at either 10 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock at night because the sun really beats down on the home crowd, unfortunately, here at Robinson-Dale Stadium.
Say, I don't think you would hear any complaint from anyone here.
Well, some would because they don't want to wake up early or, they don't want to stay up all night.
Yeah, but when they go home without a sunburn, they'd probably be okay.
Not a cloud to be seen anywhere today. Sunny and 72 at game time, and it's right about 73 right now. Very pleasant day for football. Choctaws won the toss to begin the ball game, deferred, so they'll get the ball to start the second half. And the kickoff for the Blazers will go through the end zone. And MC will have it brought out, 1st and 10. Cam Davis, 6 of 9, 39 yards. That's it. Sticking to those dump passes really left and right. A long of just 14, no touchdowns and an interception. Marcus Williams, 12 carries, 80 yards to lead the Choctaws in rushing.
Yeah, and you mentioned, the long pass of 14 yards. These Valdosta State corners have been pressing, really playing tight, only giving about 2 yards of separation off the line to these Choctaw receivers. But they haven't been able to create much separation. Let's see if they can do that and maybe hit a big one here in this third quarter.
Marcus Williams gets the handoff on 1st and 10 from the 25, and he does good to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Valdosta State just crashed the right side of that Choctaw offensive line and brought Williams down before he could even get going.
Ron Creighton has not been a factor. He's got 1 carry, 6 yards. He's really lined up on the wing position. He and Williams kind of shifting positions, really, now that the Choctaws have gone away from the option with Davis at quarterback.
And that's something that I'd really like to see going forward this season. If they stick with this spread with Davis, get both of them involved because both are very talented runners.
Williams on the run to the near side out to the 30-yard line. And it will be 3rd down 5 coming up for Mississippi College. Choctaws are 4 of 7 on 3rd downs in the game.
And that's something Valdosta's done a really good job of, is forcing MC into these 3rd down situations just about every set of downs, really slowing this offense down.
3rd and 5, line again is the 35 for Mississippi College. Stacked receivers in the slot left, 1 wide to the right side. Davis to throw, looks right, looks left, throws left, and throws it into the ground as he saw 2 defenders coming in on him hard, including Jaden Blount and DeAndre Clifton.
Davis's first read was V. Williams, who was all alone on the right side, but Williams just had nowhere to go, and as soon as he turns his head back to the stack on the left, had a defender right in his face.
So the Choctaws will have to punt the football away.
On the punt, number 93, Michael Shine.
Michael Shine to kick for the second time. His first was a 45-yard effort. Line of scrimmage is the 30, kicking into the wind. And it's going to take a Choctaw bounce and be taken on the bounce by the Blazer receiver at the 37. You're not kidding. He had about 3 Choctaw defenders right around him. In fact, one of his teammates holding out his hands with his palm up as if to say, what in the world are you thinking? But he comes up with it. And the Blazers will have it. He is very lucky. So we'll see this Valdosta State offense for the first time in the second half. Sammy Edwards, 13 of 15, 102 yards. A long of only 18. They're kind of dinking and dunking it too. Jamon Wilson, their leading runner, 7 carries, 79 yards and a score. Watson Edwards have both scored as well, carrying the football. Council Allen, 7 catches to lead the way. Throwing on first down, near side toss caught by Ted Hurst, his first catch of the ball game. Hurst, a sophomore out of Savannah, Georgia, to the 44. And it'll be 2nd and 7.
Second down, 3.
2nd and 3, I beg your pardon, 7-yard gain. Really nothing, fancy in terms of spectacular plays, going deep on the throws, just a lot of efficient efforts just like that. Out of the backfield, that is B.K. Smith, got a good block and out to the Choctaw 42.
And those little screens where they're dumping it off to a receiver behind the line of scrimmage have been working all afternoon for Valdosta State. But aside from those and then just a couple of big runs by Watts, like you said, nothing spectacular from this offense, just very efficient.
First down pickup for Valdosta to the Choctaw 43-yard line. Opening minutes of the third quarter, 21-3 Blazers our score. Valdosta moving right to left here in the third quarter. Ball on the far side hash mark, and they'll pitch it to Eric Watts. And Watts tracked down to the backfield. Deshaun Washington slowed him down. He evades the tackle, goes far side, slowed down again. They still can't tackle him, and he winds up getting about 7 yards on that play after running about 37 yards.
And that goes right back to what Zach was saying. Coming out of this second half, they had him wrapped up in the backfield, they had him bottled up in the backfield, but could not wrap him up. Something we've seen this defense struggle to do all game.
Michael Murata, the center, graduate student from Spring Hill, Florida, injured on the play. He's a transfer from Nature Coast Tech. I thought I'd heard of every school. I had not heard of that.
That's a new one.
Fortunately, Murata is able to walk towards the Valdosta sideline.
Where is Nature Coast Tech?
I have no idea. I would think it is somewhere on the coast. And perhaps surrounded by nature.
In theory.
In theory. Second down, we'll say 4 here for Valdosta State. Edwards to throw, quick toss right side, pass caught, and same result, first down pickup inside the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And that time it was the loose coverage from the Choctaws coming back to bite him on the curl, where the receiver was just able to, even after catching the ball, not have anyone real close to him.
First down for Valdosta to the Choctaw 19-yard line. And Edwards, another quick toss far side. Boy, the coverage so soft. And the pass is caught this time by Rodney Bullard. And they're getting 6, 7, 8 yards a catch now. And really, it's just like 5 yards up, turn back, catch the ball, and then make something of it. But the corners are really playing soft for MC.
Looks like they're just unwilling to do anything differently, not wanting to risk giving up the deep shot.
Which they haven't, but then again, Valdosta State hadn't looked for it. 2nd and 3. Running play this time, it's Eric Watts, and he is down to the 12. Not enough for the first down, so 3rd about 2 coming up for the Blazers.
Yeah, it's like you said, though, just throughout this game, Valdosta State, for the most part, has just done a good job of taking what MC's defense has given them.
So it's 3rd and 2. Choctaw defense would love to hold them to a field goal opportunity here. They don't kick many field goals. Eston Thiel, 2 of 3. Well within his range, though. 3rd and 2, line to gain just inside the 10. 2 in the backfield either side of Edwards. And Valdosta is going to call a timeout. Didn't see that they were trying to get the Choctaws to jump there. We've got a timeout on the field. We'll take a quick break, too. 9:57 to play, third quarter. 21-3 Valdosta, and Choctaws football will continue in a moment.
There was a time when a person's word was enough, a time when a handshake meant something, and integrity really mattered. For over 70 years, the values of Farm Bureau Insurance have been rooted in hard work, faith, and family. In that time, we've seen the world change in many ways. What hasn't wavered is Farm Bureau Insurance's commitment to our customers to protect their way of life and serve the communities in which they live when they need us most. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Blazers just called a timeout, and Zach, they may have been saved by the whistle there, huh?
Absolutely. Valdosta State with a very timely timeout, because as they called it, a ref threw his flag out, and there was a lot of movement on that Valdosta State front line.
All right, so 3rd down 2 for the Blazers. After the timeout, they need just inside the 10 for the first down. Choctaws crowd the line, tight formation, and Wilson gets the handoff. He's stopped in the backfield by David Brown, shy of the line to gain. Great job by the redshirt senior from Shreveport.
And that's a look we've seen Valdosta go to in these short yardage situations a few times, where they'll stack the backfield and direct snap it to Wilson.
So it's 4th down, and the Blazers are going to leave their offense on the field for the moment. 4th down, and really just a long yard here. Again, they need just inside the 10 for the first down. Up 21-3, looking for more. Edwards looking to throw. Pass tipped and incomplete. In and out of the paws of the Choctaw defender. That was nearly an interception for Kevin Smith, the linebacker.
But nonetheless, nice work from the Choctaw defense to kind of bend and not break, force the stop and give their offense a chance to put some points on the board.
Yeah, now with 9:13 to play in the 3rd, this Choctaw offense really does need to take advantage of this opportunity.
Yeah, it's getting urgent.
First drive of this half for Mississippi College, 3 plays, 5 yards, and a punt. First and 10 for MC. Choctaws will start at their own 13. And a running play on first down as Williams breaks through the line outside the 20, all the way down to the 24-yard line, and that is enough for a first down. So the strongest running I think we've seen from Marcus Williams all year. And I say that having said that he comes into this ball game just under 300 yards rushing. Ron Creighton, the rushing leader on this team, but it has been Williams really the last 2 ball games.
As soon as they swapped over to this spread-heavy look, Williams has gotten the majority of the carries.
Stiff arms the guy on that run, he does, out to the 27-yard line. So he took Jacob Harris to the ground with him. 2nd down, 7 coming up for MC. Again, still a lot of time to play in this game. But the Choctaws are down 21-3. We're coming up on the 8-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Here comes a corner blitz. Choctaws pick it up. Pass near side. Caught near the 34-yard line by Orion Thompson. And I don't think it's enough for the first down.
Yeah, looks like they're going to mark him about 1.5 yards shy. The official on the far side initially ran all the way out to the first down marker before stepping back about a yard or 2.
All right, so 3rd and 2. They need the 34 to convert. And they'll run it. Williams off left tackle, and I don't think he got there.
He did not.
Trying to bounce to the outside after the initial hit. And Marcus is going to be stopped short.
And I think that time it was just a little too easy to read for Valdosta's defense.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And the punt unit's getting ready to come on the team. The offense says, you guys stay on the sideline, and they're going to stay on the sideline.
Wow.
Look, I like this call. I mean, you're down 21-3.
Absolutely.
You're not moving the ball. If you give it up and give up another touchdown, this game could be over.
Yeah, what you can't do is just show them something that they are ready for.
This is time for a Cam Davis push right here. The old tush push. But a whistle, and before the play, a penalty marker comes down. And this is going to go against the Choctaws. No, timeout MC. All right, so timeout Choctaws. 6:52 to play in the 3rd quarter. 21-3 Valdosta. We'll take a quick break. 30-second timeout, and Choctaws football will continue in a moment.
You practice that one thing over and over. After a few thousand reps, you master it. That's why the subspecialists at Mississippi Sports Medicine focus on one specific area of the body. So when they see you, they've seen your condition thousands of times. For a winning outcome, turn to Mississippi Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center. Your life, our focus.
All right, it's going to be 4th and 1 here for Mississippi College from their own 33.
And, you know, I would like to see them come out in this one back in the triple option formation like they've done on these short yardage situations before, but they're going to push it with Davis.
And let's see, it's going to be really close. Referee comes in from the near side right at the 34, which is the line to gain. Each team's players pointing to their preferred outcome here. They'll unpile everybody, and I don't know. Zach, what do you think? You're closer to it.
It looks like where the ball is spotted now, it looks like he may have it.
Well, let's see. Still no indication from our official. They may have to measure here, huh? Right from where I'm looking, I don't think he's got it.
That looks short.
But I think they're going to bring the chains on to measure. So we get about 3 of these a season now, and that's about it. But this is close enough.
Tremaine Jackson is.
I think he's short of the line to gain. Needed the 34. We'll stretch the chains and we'll find out. He's short by the length of the football. I still like the call, though.
I like the call to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure I like the play call. Last week against Shorter, we saw the Choctaws come out, kind of like I said, in their traditional triple option formation and give the ball to Creighton on these short yardage situations, and he was able to come up with a couple of big gains.
Yeah, he's been absent today from the game plan.
I think that would have been a perfect time.
I agree.
To give it to the big fullback.
You need a yard, you got a guy in Ron Creighton, 5'11", 204, who's rushed for 362 yards this year and 72 yards a game, which, by the way, still is first in the Gulf South Conference in yards per ball game. And it hasn't been a factor at all in this game plan today. 1st and 10 for Valdosta State now from the Choctaw 34. Edwards throwing right side one-on-one coverage, too long, intended for,
I believe that was Xavier Williams.
I think you're right. 82, Xavier Williams. Hollywood, Florida. He's a transfer. Get this. He's been to Utah State. From Hollywood, Florida. He went to Utah State, then to Alabama, to Tuscaloosa, and now to Valdosta. 2nd down, 10 for the Blazers. Man in motion to the near side. Handoff goes to Watts. Watts to the right side. Stiff arms a Choctaw tackler. And close to the line to gain for the 1st down. They will move the chains. 1st down, Blazers. Coming up on the 6-minute mark of the 3rd quarter, 21-3 Valdosta State. This Choctaw crowd has had not very much at all to get excited about today. Offense has been stagnant, and a couple of turnovers have really hurt them. Edwards pump fakes. Looking left side, got a man there at the 20-yard line. Catch is made by B.K. Smith, and he's pushed out of bounds by David Brown.
Yeah, and you mentioned the stagnant offense. Not a bad showing at all from this defense so far today. You know, we have gotten onto them for playing soft and giving up a lot of easy completions, but that's resulted in not a whole lot of yards for Valdosta. But you just wish you could get, you know, the football equivalent of some run support, is just get out here and put some points on the board.
2nd and 6 for the Blazers. Edwards to throw. Left side, caught at the 10-yard line. And down to the 7-yard line goes Ted Hurst. In the first half, the Blazers had a lot of success running the football. And here in the second half, they've kind of stuck to the air game.
1st and goal for Blazers at the 7-yard line.
Right now, they've got 152 yards rushing, 156 yards passing. Very balanced. 1st and goal to go from the 7. Out of the backfield, toss to Allen. Allen can't turn the corner. Ball's on the turf.
Choctaws
say they have it.
They do.
They do. So the Choctaws come up with the turnover. David Brown comes out of it with the possession of the football. A desperately, desperately needed break for Mississippi College.
And that's twice in a row now that the Choctaw defense has gotten all the way down into the red zone before forcing a turnover. Can the offense finally reward them?
Well, it is time to do so. 4:58 to play in the third quarter. It is 21-3, Valdosta State. And now MC is going to get the football back. And again, their drives here in this second half, 3 plays, 5 yards, 5 plays, 22 yards, turning it over with a punt and on downs, and a running play on first down here. Nice hole through the line from Marcus Williams out to the 13 or maybe the 14-yard line. Second and short. Got to pick up the pace, I think, a little bit too.
Absolutely.
Second down, we'll say a long 3 here for MC. Pressure coming. Handoff goes to Wilson. Sweep to the far side. 20, 25, 30. Taken down by his ankles at the 30-yard line.
And something that's happened a lot on these Choctaw drives that we're seeing right now is to start the drive off, they'll get a couple of big chunk plays out of the run game, but once this Valdosta defense starts to stop the run, they just can't convert it into something big through the air.
First and 10 now from the 28. Davis over the middle, pass caught in heavy traffic at the 35-yard line. Catch is made by Thompson.
I think the closest defender was the official on that one, as he had to duck all the way down to avoid getting hit in the head by that pass.
That may be the first pass between the hash marks the Choctaws have targeted all game long. 7-yard gain, second down 3. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left side. Davis hands it off. Far side, this is Wilson again. Tackled at the 38, short of the line to gain by Brian Broussard, a graduate student out of Dickinson, Texas, a transfer from Tarleton State University. 3rd and 1 coming up for MC. Well, we've already seen they're in 4-down territory with pretty much every 3rd down possession here. They saw that on the last possession. Didn't get it. 3rd and 1. Let's see if they convert here on 3rd down. This is going to be a handoff straight ahead. Bounce to the outside for the first down pickup. Down to the 46-yard line goes the Choctaw running back, and MC moves the chains. That's R.J. Wilson. So Wilson picks up the first down for MC with 2:46 and counting to play in the third. Valdosta State hanging on to a 21-3 lead. Choctaws are on the move.
Williams and Gardner into the backfield in replacement of Wilson and Creighton.
Hand it off again, and not a lot of running room, maybe a yard on the left side of the line.
Yeah, but a nice kind of patient run from Williams there to get the 2 yards that he was able to pick up.
Gain of 2,
second down 8. Line of scrimmage now the 48. Davis once again hands it off. Williams between the tackles across the midfield stripe to the 47. And it will be 3rd and short again. The Choctaws are 6 of 11 on 3rd downs in the game. 3rd down 3 for the Choctaws. And Davis looking right, rolling out left, throwing off his back foot, and it's nearly intercepted. Holy cow. The Choctaws are lucky that Jordan Billups didn't hang on to that ball. He would have gone down the far sideline for 6 easy.
And there was just nice coverage across the board by the Valdosta DBs on that play.
It is, but I think that's also one of those instances where Davis was throwing off his back foot and he didn't need to.
And it's something we see out of him a lot, is just when he's uncomfortable, when there's pressure, he starts to flee and gets on that back foot like you're saying.
So it is 4th and 3. Choctaws will go for it from the Valdosta 47. Davis from the shotgun, steps back, throws, screen over the middle, caught.
And a lot of room.
A lot of room to run indeed. And that is going to be a Choctaw touchdown. V. Williams, the third-year Choctaw out of Daphne, Alabama. On a screen, the Choctaws have their first touchdown of the afternoon.
And they made them pay. We've talked about how Valdosta State's cornerbacks and safeties have been playing up and pressing, and they were able to get them on the slant there as Williams came across, and there was just nobody deep to stop him after he got past that first level.
First touchdown of the year for V. Williams. Pledger's point after is up, and it is good. So there is hope with 1:15 to play in the third. The Choctaws make it an 11-point ball game. It's Valdosta State 21, Mississippi College 9. We'll take a timeout. Choctaws football will continue in a moment.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
The right bank. It just fits. With online and mobile tools that give you the freedom to do more. The power to make your dream home yours. And help your business stay on top. Technology that makes one bank fit you to a T. Trustmark. People you trust. Advice that works.
1:15 to play, third quarter, 21-10. Valdosta now with an 11-point lead. V. Williams on the 47-yard touchdown catch. Cameron Davis, and I guess it maybe has changed the atmosphere a little bit down there on the sidelines, Zach?
Absolutely. Coach Bland is giving V. Williams a big hug because he knows that this sideline needed a huge spark. It's been quiet down here for a while.
Yes.
But V. Williams and his speed is carrying this Choctaw momentum back on our side.
Honestly, look, if you would have told me that the Choctaws would hold Valdosta to 21 points through the first three quarters, I'd say, hey, yeah,
I don't
we
think
can win this
anybody
game.
would complain about that.
But this offense has got to keep the momentum going in the last minute or so of the third and into the fourth.
Let's hope that's the spark and the blueprint that they needed.
Kickoff from the 7-yard line. The return straight ahead to the 25. Slips off a man and tripped up at the 29.
And again, the Choctaws grabbed him but just couldn't wrap up.
That's just a slippery bunch of Blazers, isn't it?
Absolutely. And you know, that's something that we've talked about in past years. As Choctaw defense is struggling to wrap up, but it hasn't been a major concern all season up until today.
Valdosta averaging 8.4 yards per rush, and I would think that they are going to keep the ball on the ground as much as possible going forward. The lead is only 11. They can't get complacent, but it's about ball control now. And there is another missed tackle in the backfield by the Choctaws as Eric Watt spins off his man. He would have been down for a loss, but he winds up getting about 5 yards. So 2nd and 5.
Yeah, if this Choctaw defense could just convert on some of these tackles behind the line where it feels like they've got them wrapped up, I mean, I think that, not to say too much, but I think that takes some points off the board in this one.
I think you're right. 2nd down 5 from their own 35-yard line. Edwards hands it off once again. Nope, keeps it right side. And the Choctaws are going to run him out of bounds around the 39, just shy of the line to gain for the first down. First time I think we've seen Edwards on a design run in this game. So 3rd and 1 here for Valdosta State. Blazers are 4 of 7 on 3rd downs in the game. And that is going to be the end of the third quarter. After 3, Valdosta State 21, Mississippi College 10. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back in the fourth quarter is next when Choctaws football continues in a moment.
There was a time when a person's word was enough, a time when a handshake meant something, and integrity really mattered. For over 70 years, the values of Farm Bureau Insurance have been rooted in hard work, faith, and family. In that time, we've seen the world change in many ways. What hasn't wavered is Farm Bureau Insurance's commitment to our customers to protect their way of life and serve the communities in which they live when they need us most. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
The if in life, it's a world of possibilities. If you go for a night out with friends, if you can keep an eye on your money along the way, if you know you have overdraft protection with no fee transfers from savings, when you get a low balance alert, it's easier to say yes to fun. If that sounds good, try Regions Life Banking.
Stay ready for the if in life. Regions Bank embrace the if in life.
Reed Bench, Charlie Williams, Zach Sewell with you on this gorgeous fall afternoon in Clinton, Mississippi. We head to the fourth quarter. Valdosta State University leading Mississippi College 21-10. Halftime of every home game. Watch for the Foxes field goal kick from Foxes Pizza In. One lucky MC student with an attempt 25 yards to win a free large pizza from Foxes every week for the semester. Foxes Pizza In of Clinton, a proud sponsor of Choctaws football. Next week it's homecoming for MC. Chowan University, 6 o'clock. Valdosta State next week hosting Shorter for their homecoming. And so here, as we start the fourth quarter, Valdosta State Blazers have a 3rd and 1 from their own 39-yard line. And Edwards takes the snap, hands it off, and they get him from behind. This time they hang on. Great job by the Choctaw defender, Grant Watts, the safety, to come around and knock him for a loss.
And Watts is one of the players that's been in the backfield quite a bit today. Struggling to wrap up a couple of times at that time, no problem.
And that's going to force the Blazers to punt the football away. So MC gets the touchdown when they need it. Now they get a stop when they need it. And we'll see if this offense can make it a one-possession game. Nick Grady will stand back near the 25-yard line to take this punt.
Flag on the field.
Delay of game against Valdosta State.
Wind really starting to pick up now.
Yeah, it was out of the northwest at about 11 to start the game. Line of scrimmage after the penalty becomes the 34. Down marker didn't bother to move, but here we go. Nice high kick, good hang time, and Grady lets it bounce in front of him. And will take a Valdosta roll down to the 28. Only the second punt for Noah Botsford. 13 minutes, 58 seconds to play here in this fourth quarter of action. As the Choctaws look to even their record up at 3-3 and go to 2-2 in the Gulf South Conference. Valdosta won their first 5 to start the season. Lost last week to Delta State, 49-25. So they're looking for win number 6 and establish themselves for the possibility of winning the league and perhaps getting a playoff spot. But man, just like the Choctaws, their schedule going forward has got a really couple of tough teams late. 1st and 10 for Mississippi College. Choctaws starting from their own 29. Cam Davis, the Choctaw quarterback, hands it off. Williams steps to the outside and down to the 34-yard line, and a nice tackle there by the Blazer defender.
He was
Caleb Sutherland.
barely hanging on, as if Marcus had broke through that one.
Seems like
Might
there
have
have
had
been
some room.
a lot of tackles from players on both teams, tackles made by the ankles in this game. 2nd and 5. Delayed handoff. And Williams to the near side escapes one man and has the first down to the 43. Nice strong run by Marcus. Chains move. Clock continues to roll.
But just another really impressive run by Williams.
Marcus is now at about 130 yards or so on the afternoon. And remember, he ran for 188 against this team last year. 1st and 10. And they'll give it to Williams again. Bounces off one man, fights forward to the 44 for a couple of yards. Second and long upcoming for MC.
Something that we haven't seen this offense do much of today is go to the play action. You know, when you're pounding up the middle with Williams and Wilson as much as they have been, I think play action could be a really valuable thing to add to this repertoire, especially with how tight these Valdosta State defensive backs have been playing.
2nd down 9. Davis takes the snap, fakes the handoff, going to throw left side, one-on-one coverage, and just past the outstretched arms of Jacob Smith. Good coverage there for the Blazers. In coverage for Valdosta's Ryan Nixon, and it will be 3rd down and 9.
Man, if that pass had been complete, I would have looked really smart just now.
Dave, you're right. That's exactly what they dialed up.
3rd down 9 for the Choctaws.
So a 3rd down conversion here for Mississippi College as the Choctaws need to reach the opposite 47 for the first down. Davis drops back, stays the pocket, throws near side, caught by V. Williams at the 50. He weaves his way out to about the 47, and I think it's enough for the first down. I think he's going to get a really good spot here.
Yeah, they're going to give him a yard after that first down.
Yeah, they give him the 46, so that will move the chains.
Big pickup on 3rd down.
Clock rolls, under 12 minutes to play in the game. 21-10, Valdosta. And this is a handoff, and this is Williams, tackled at the 44. Jacob Harris on the stop. And a 2-yard gain, 2nd down 8. Two receivers to the right, one to the left side. Faking the handoff, throwing over the middle, intended for Williams, and that pass was just thrown way behind him.
And a good,
it's thrown in front of him. He's got it in stride.
Yeah, really big missed opportunity because Williams was running between two different defensive backs, had some space, would have been a big pickup.
So another 3rd and long for MC. Choctaws 7 of 13 on 3rd downs. This is 3rd and 8. They need the 36 to convert. Davis from the pocket, and Williams dropped it.
That one
at
was
the 40.
Just behind him.
Just behind him, you're right. Again, if you hit him in stride, he's got the first down, and Williams got hit hard after he dropped the football. And he is still on the turf.
V. Williams taking a big blow to the lower back really late after he dropped that pass. Everyone on the sidelines is begging for a penalty flag right now. Doesn't look like they're going to get it.
It's pretty close. But I think if you ask Cam Davis about those last two passes, he would tell you that he should have been a little bit more on target.
Absolutely. That ball was a little behind V. Williams.
That's 2 in a row behind him.
So Vic gets a little help up off the turf, and he will come to the near sideline. 2 catches, 57 yards, including that long 47-yard touchdown for Williams today. Third-year man out of Daphne, Alabama. And on 4th and 8, the Choctaws are going to punt it away with 10:53 to play in the game, down 2 scores. You're really putting it all on your defense now. Unless they've got something up their sleeve here. Michael Shine on to punt. No pressure. Good kick. Bounces inside the 10. Are they down it at the 1? Do they stay out of the end zone? I think they do.
Are showing it.
Yes. Great coverage by this punt coverage team for Mississippi College. They'll mark the ball down at the 4-yard line. All right, so 10:39 to play in the 4th quarter. Valdosta State 21, Mississippi College 10. And yeah, now you're down 2 scores. This defense really has to get the offense the ball back in a hurry.
And they've done a good job of that, especially throughout this second half, of bending and not breaking, but a quick stop here is exactly what they need.
The Blazers will start deep in their own territory at their own 4-yard line. And Edwards is going to hand it off on 1st down. Choctaws will grab him by his shirt tail around the 7-yard line. That is Wilson on the carry. It's the 4th drive of the second half for Valdosta. And they have not yet scored here in the second half. Downs, fumble, punt. That's how these drives have ended. 2nd down and a long 6. Edwards hands it off to Wilson again off the left side. And breaks 1 tackle and out across the 20 to the 21, and that's good enough for the 1st down. Wilson nearing the 100-yard mark in this game. 1st and 10 Blazers from their own 21. The clock keeps rolling. 9.5 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. 21-10 Valdosta. They don't have to be in any hurry at all. Another running play. This time it is Watts off the left edge, and a good job there by the Choctaw defender. Braxton Hall, 4th-year man out of Hoover, Alabama. The cornerback makes the tackle. 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9. I'm really surprised the Blazers aren't milking the play clock even a little more. It's still at 17. They're about to snap it. Toss goes to Watts, and Watts stood up and breaks a tackle and falls forward to the 29. And it will be 3rd and short for the Blazers. Of course, the opposite of that is you're in a rhythm offensively. You don't want to break it by slowing things down. They are moving the football.
Just keep it moving.
Third down and a long 2 here for the Blazers. They need the 32 to convert. Let's see if the Choctaws can come up with a stop. Man in motion to the near side. Edwards to throw, and it's nearly picked off. Right into the paws of David Brown, who nearly had another interception. He almost had one earlier in the game, and that could have been his 2nd. And now on 4th down, the Choctaws, I think, are going to, well, it's an incomplete pass. They're not going to take a timeout here. And the Blazers going to have to punt the football away. I got one question. What in the world are the Blazers doing with that play call?
I don't know. I mean, it's 3rd and short. Your offense has run the ball well all game. I don't know why you try to do more than you need to on that screen, especially when the Choctaws have been blitzing off the edges all game.
Yep.
As the Blazers have shown run. They do that right there where the Blazers show run, Choctaws blitz the edge, and that's exactly the play call that the Choctaws needed to defend that screen.
I think that's a good description of it. They were just trying to do more than they needed to do, and now another delay of game penalty against Valdosta. This is the second delay of game penalty prior to a punt against the Blazers in this contest.
You just have to hope that the Choctaw offense can capitalize right now. The defense is playing fantastic football in this second half.
V. Williams will let it bounce. Goes out of bounds around the 32 on the opposite side of the field. So the Choctaws will get the football back with 7:53 to play in the fourth quarter. 21-10 Valdosta. In the second half, this will be the Choctaws' fourth drive. One ended in a score. That was the V. Williams touchdown catch. Had a field goal in the first half. That's it. 1st and 10 for the Choctaws. Choctaws will hand it off. Williams to the outside. He is going to be taken down at the 37-yard line as Nick Jackson had him by his jersey.
Should be a couple extra yards for the Choctaws.
Think you got him by the horse collar?
I believe so. Considering that Orion Thompson's having to put Marcus Williams' jersey back onto him.
Face mask.
Face mask.
I didn't see the head turn, but the official certainly did. So the Choctaws will take it. This will put them into Blazers territory at the 49.
And as much as you would like a touchdown on this drive, get it in field goal range for Ben Pledger and knock it down to where you need a touchdown and a two-point conversion.
Davis to throw on first down. Left side, what a catch at the 47-yard line made by Ron
Great
Creighton.
extension.
Yeah. He only gets about 2 yards, but
I didn't think he was going to come up with that one.
didn't
but Creighton laid all the way out.
Ron Creighton actually did not catch that pass.
Who is that?
He dropped it. He did not complete.
He didn't catch it.
He
Okay,
did not
all right.
complete the catch on that play.
All right, thank you.
As he fell to the ground.
Thank you, Zach. Right in front of the bench, so we were shielded a little bit. So it's 2nd and 10. Davis rolls out right side, throws on the run, incomplete, looking for Batiste, and it's 3rd and 10. Stops the clock for the moment at 7:23 to play in the game. 21-10 Blazers our score. Line to gain for MC to pick up the first down is the 39. And Davis gives it to Williams. Nice block, and Williams is down to the 44. The nice block provided by Patrick Gardner, the backup running back, who elicits a little ooh and ah from the crowd with that nice shoulder pad block. But it's short of the line to gain, so 4th and 5, and MC's going to go for it, of course. Down 11 with 7 minutes to play.
Wilson in for Williams. Wonder if we're going to see him get the ball.
Well, there's still, again, almost 7 minutes to play, but this could be the ball game here. 4th and 5 for MC. Davis to throw from the pocket, steps up, and he's going to, a little underhand pass forward, looking for Batiste.
And he had Patrick
He coulda
Gardner.
run.
He had Patrick Gardner wide open on the other side, right near the line to gain.
And really, he could have run for the first down, too. That's panic is what that is.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say. A young quarterback got uncomfortable, just panicked.
Choctaws turn it over on downs. 6:39 to play. Fourth quarter, Valdosta State 21, Mississippi College 10. And now the Blazers will set up shop at their own 44.
And you have to imagine they're going to try to kill the clock a little more than they did in their last drive.
Edwards hands it off to Wilson between the tackles. Nice run of 10 yards, and that'll move the chains for a first down. And the Blazers do indeed start to take a little more time here in between plays as we're coming up on 6 minutes to play in the game. They have an 11-point lead. Another handoff for Wilson. And another nice run down to the 39. They are averaging just about 7.5 yards a carry in this game. 7 yards on that run. Second down, 3. The Choctaws have 2 timeouts remaining. At some point they might want to use one on defense if they can stop them here on third down. Handoff goes to Wilson. Wilson stopped behind the line of scrimmage at the 40. Choctaws come up with a stop and force the third down. Baker on the tackle. Bryson Baker for MC is the announced tackler. 3rd and 4 now for Valdosta State. They can run this down to 4.5 minutes before they have to snap the football. Twin receivers to either side for the Blazers. On 3rd and 4 from the Choctaw 40. Edwards steps back, quick throw, left side pass is caught by Allen. Allen has the first down, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Big third down conversion for Valdosta State, and the clock will roll with 4:30 to play in the ball game, and they're up 21-10. So Valdosta doing what it needs to do here to put this game away. Watts to the left side. Will be tackled from behind by Deshaun Washington after a 4-yard gain to the 35, and it's 2nd and 6. And the Choctaws from the sideline can just look on and watch that clock roll, knowing they've got to get the ball back and they would have to have 2 scores to take a lead. Second down 6 for the Blazers. Let the play clock go all the way down to single digits, and now they'll snap the ball. Swing pass is caught on a knee.
That's got to be incomplete.
He's down. Counsel Allen, call him down at the 27. And that will...
I thought I saw that one bounce off the turf.
I thought I did too. But it is a completed pass, and his knee was down, and now we're at 3 minutes to play in the game. And it is another third down pickup for the Blazers. Third and 9, line to gain for Valdosta, the 19. One more first down here, even though the Choctaws have a couple of timeouts, could put it away. Play clock now down to 3. Edwards takes the snap. There's the handoff to Watts. Bounces to the outside, and he's going to be out of bounds to the 26.
And that's a lucky break for the Choctaws in itself, forcing him out of bounds.
Yep. Betts, the Choctaw linebacker, Jason Betts, on the tackle. And I don't know if he got out of bounds or not. I guess he didn't, because the Choctaw is going to call a timeout. We'll take a quick break, too. 2:29 to play here in the fourth quarter. 21-10 Valdosta State. Choctaws football will continue in a moment.
There was a time when a person's word was enough, a time when a handshake meant something, and integrity really mattered. For over 70 years, the values of Farm Bureau Insurance have been rooted in hard work, faith, and family. In that time, we've seen the world change in many ways. What hasn't wavered is Farm Bureau Insurance's commitment to our customers to protect their way of life and serve the communities in which they live when they need us most. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
The if in life, it's a world of possibilities. If you go for a night out with friends, if you can keep an eye on your money along the way, if you know you have overdraft protection with no fee transfers from savings, when you get a low balance alert, it's easier to say yes to fun. If that sounds good, try Regions Life Banking.
Stay ready for the if in life. Regions Bank, embrace the if in life.
They resumed action a little quicker than we thought. Eston Thiel, 43-yard field goal attempt goes wide and right. So Valdosta State still leads at 21-10 with 2:23 remaining. And the Choctaws need 2 scores, and they need one of them in a hurry. They have, I think, just 1 timeout left. The scoreboard says 2, but I think they just took one.
I believe that's correct. Though we never got an official signal from the referee that there was a timeout.
Yes, you are correct. All right, 1st and 10 for MC from their own 26-yard line. Davis, too low. You could just tell, incomplete. You could just tell he's not on target today.
No.
And look, last week, or 2 weeks ago against Shorter, he really had a good ball game. His receivers probably 3 or 4 times bailed him out with some really acrobatic catches.
Yeah, there were some fantastic catches 2 weeks ago, that is. But, I mean, we've seen in the 3 games that we've seen a lot of Cam Davis, twice now he's been under pressure a lot and just seemed very uncomfortable when he's been under pressure, and that's what's caused a lot of mistakes this week. And then a few weeks ago against West Alabama. Against Shorter, he was dealing with a mostly clean pocket, didn't have a whole lot of pressure. His receivers were open a lot, and that's when he was comfortable. That's when he was completing the passes. He's just got to get a little more comfortable, keep his wits about him when he's under pressure.
That pass intended for Jacob Smith, batted down, and it is 3rd and 10 for MC. Davis throws left sideline. V. Williams got it at the 43, shook off his man, and then fumbled the ball out of bounds around the 50-yard line. They'll mark him at the 49-yard line. The clock will roll. 2 minutes to play in the game. 21-10 Valdosta State.
Choctaws got to go quick.
2 receivers to either side. Davis, quick throw right side, on target. And that's going to be about 5 yards after the catch. Batiste, or is that Stevens or Batiste?
I believe that was Stevens.
Stevens it is. First down pickup for MC to the Valdosta State 40. Clock rolls, coming up on 1.5 minutes now to play. Davis from the pocket, left side, looking for Williams, and that's incomplete, overthrown.
Pass intended for number 11, V. Williams. Broken up to number 11, Seth Smith. 2nd down, 10.
And it is
Williams a little
2nd and
shaken
10.
up.
Yeah, V will wander over to the Choctaw sideline. Mikal
now it
Franklin
looks
comes
like
in to replace him.
The man in coverage is sitting down on the field. Looks like they both may have knocked knees or something.
Seth Smith, number 11, stretching that right leg out.
Sounds like Williams rolled his ankle on the way down in that incompletion, and I'm only saying that because I just heard him say it.
Okay. Well, as long as you got your facts straight, that's good reporting there, Zach. You never want to speculate, but if you can get it right from the guy's
straight from the horse's mouth.
Straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. We'll take that. Officials have called a timeout. Allow Smith to make it over towards the Valdosta State sideline and not flexing that right knee a whole lot. We'll hope he's okay. Valdosta will have their homecoming next week against Shorter. And then on the road at West Florida, at West Alabama, and then they close out the year against West Georgia at home. So those are their next 4 ball games, and I think the toughest one there is going to be on the road at West Florida, although West Georgia's no pushover either. The Choctaws next week, homecoming against Chowan. The last 3 of the season are just going to be tough. At North Greenville, West Florida here in Clinton on November 4th, at Delta State on the 11th. Davis to throw. And to no one in particular down at the 15-yard line. And he was hit to the turf as he let it loose.
Down 10.
And it is 3rd down 10 for MC. 1:20 to play in the game. 21-10 Valdosta. Davis takes the snap over the middle, screen to Franklin, caught. Mikhail down to the 30. That's where he needed for the first down pickup.
Number 16, Mikhail Franklin.
And that's what has worked a lot throughout this game. The few successful pass plays that they've had have been the ones where Davis has gotten rid of the ball quickly.
Davis tackled in the backfield at the 34. His head spun around.
Yeah, Creighton is begging for a face mask call, and rightfully so, I think. As his helmet came all the way off, so he's going to have to come off the field.
I don't see how your head turns and your helmet comes off if you don't get a face mask.
I don't understand that one either. But Cameron Gray going to have to come in at quarterback for at least one play.
Second-year man, sophomore out of Houston, Texas, that is. Unless John Bland wants to call a timeout here, then does Gray have to come in? I think he still does.
I think a timeout will cancel out, but I'm not 100% sure.
Well, they're not going to call a timeout here. By our count, they've got 1 remaining.
John Bland, though, giving the officials an earful.
Yeah.
And like I said, rightfully so, I think.
I think they may take a. Are they going to take a look at this?
Because the helmet came off, Mississippi College has elected to take a timeout to avoid a 10-second runoff.
There you go. No 10-second runoff. You hear the hometown crowd.
Yeah.
They want that face mask called. John Bland calls the official over, and he is going to give him an earful. And he's saying, look, this is how my guy lost his helmet. The only thing I can think of is that he didn't get the face mask. It was kind of like the underneath side of the helmet or something, maybe the ear flap.
That's still illegal hands to the
Yeah,
face,
it
which
is.
is a
Gotta be
penalty
something,
either
right?
way. You cannot grasp the helmet in anywhere.
Well, maybe that one will.
And it's pretty hard for a helmet to come off without being pulled.
Yes. Well, maybe that's a play that will be sent to the league office for review.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I would think so. John's still making his case.
I mean, he's got a pretty good case.
I think he does, and I think the ref is, giving him a little rope here, just like, an umpire when he knows the umpire. You don't see it much anymore because of replay in baseball, but
sure. But when you
misses a call and he knows it, he gives the manager a little rope there. I think that's kind of what the ref was doing.
Now the scoreboard is showing no timeout, so we were correct about 1 timeout left prior to this one.
So no timeouts remaining for MC. 59 seconds to play in the game. 21-10 Valdosta State. And Cameron Gray comes in at quarterback. Stays in the pocket, and he's going to be crushed. Back at the 40-yard line. Got held on by the ankles and couldn't get away, and the Blazers have a couple of defenders come on to finish him off, and now one of those Blazer defenders injured at the end of the play. Clock stops with 45 seconds remaining. It's going to be 3rd down at about 20. That is for Valdosta State. 55, Andrew Farley.
Because of the injury to the defensive player, Mississippi College has decided to decline the 10-second runoff. The clock will start on the snap.
It's one of those rules put in to prevent phantom injuries. You can have the clock run off, or you have a chance to decline it. Choctaws decline it. 45 seconds to play in the game, and it's 3rd and 20. Davis back in at quarterback. He'll throw right side, pass caught, but not enough for the first down. Far sideline catch made by Mikal Franklin.
16, Mikal Franklin, out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
And 39 seconds showing on the clock.
4th and 13. This, if it wasn't the ball game before this is the
it.
last gasp.
Davis from the pocket. Screen behind Franklin and incomplete. It's kind of been the story of the passing game here in the second half for MC. Inaccurate throws. And the Blazers will take over and take a knee and get ready to make the long, long bus ride back to South Georgia. And they'll do it with a win in hand. 21-10 Valdosta, 33 seconds to play. Well, Choctaws had some chances early. They fumbled the ball in the end zone in the first half. Got no points after that first long drive. They really ran the ball well, moved the ball well and quickly down the field on that opening drive. And then the interception that was returned. Right after that interception, a touchdown on the very next play. And MC never really able to get anything going offensively.
Yeah, just those couple crucial mistakes in the first half really shut down all the momentum they had then. And in the second half, it's just still come in spurts with this offense where you'll get a good drive and then follow it with 2 more that aren't so good.
All right, so that's it. Final seconds will run off the clock. Final score, Valdosta State 21, Mississippi College 10. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and wrap it all up when Choctaws football continues in a moment.
CED Tupelo, your local electrical distributor. At CED Tupelo, practicing our company motto of service, integrity, and reliability, CED has everything you need to power your home or business. We also provide materials for rural broadband connectivity, providing a fast and reliable connection. Our experienced and very knowledgeable staff are always ready to help you find the right products for your project. With our vast selection of inventory and same-day delivery, you can trust us to keep your project running smoothly. CED Tupelo, your one-stop shop for all your electrical needs.
CED's policy of service, integrity, and reliability is the driving force in every community they serve. Visit cedmagnolia.com for more information. Valdosta State wins it 21-10 over the Mississippi College Choctaws. Blazers ran for 198, threw for 185. That's 383 total. Sammy Edwards had a very nice day. 24-29, 185 yards. No touchdowns or interceptions, but he managed the game very well. That's not a knock at all. He just did what he needed to do. Short passes left and right. Every once in a while, do something over the middle, and the Choctaws, their front part of their defense couldn't do much with him. Running the football, Jamon Wilson had 14 carries for 113 yards and a score. Watts had 74 yards and a score. Edwards himself had a rushing touchdown. Leading receiver was Council Allen, 10 catches, 45 yards. Choctaws ran for 191 yards, threw for 161, 352 total. Cameron Davis, 15 of 30, 161, a touchdown, and a pick. Running the football, very nice day for Marcus Williams, 24 carries, 132 yards. Only touchdown was a V. Williams touchdown reception of 43 yards. He wound up with 3 catches, 80 yards total. Leading tacklers in the ball game for the Blazers, Caleb Sutherland had 6. David Brown had 9 and a couple of would-be interceptions he just couldn't hold on to. Time of possession just about even, only about 10 seconds between the two. Choctaws 4 of 7 on third downs. Choctaws 5 of 12 on third downs. The Blazers 4 of 7 on third downs. And relatively a penalty-free game. Blazers had only 3 penalties, 30 yards against them. Choctaws penalized just once for 5 yards. So the Blazers are 6-1, 3-1 in the Gulf South Conference. Choctaws are 2-4, 1-3 in the GSC. One final from earlier today in the Gulf South Conference. Shorter beat Clark Atlanta University 19-13. Mid-first quarter, West Alabama, West Florida scoreless in Livingston. Chowan at West Georgia tonight. North Greenville at Delta State tonight. A reminder tomorrow, men's and women's soccer at Alabama Huntsville. And then a reminder that we'll be back with you next Saturday, October 21st, as the Choctaws host the Chowan Hawks for homecoming. Kickoff scheduled for 6 o'clock. Our pregame show begins at 5:45. You can watch on Flow Sports or listen live for free at GoChoctaws.com and on the Choctaws app. So the Choctaws fall today here on Preview Day at Mississippi College. Our final score, Valdosta State 21 and Mississippi College 10. For Charlie Williams and Zach Sewell and all of our Blue and Gold Sports crew, I'm Reed Vance saying thanks for joining us for Mississippi College Choctaws football.